Well, Sean Radley,
Well,
we're back.
my goodness, LTV2, back on air again, Sean. Absolutely.
Oh, we're back. How are you after the break during the winter, Isla?
Well, I am fine. I'm fine, but it's great to be back. At least we're trying to be back. We're not sure, but we're making every effort anyway, because we meet so many people who are asking us, when are you coming back? Well, now they can see our effort, be it a good one or a bad one. We are trying.
Well, we're still working the background, and it's on the internet now this week, and there's a test signal going around, but we'll have more about that next week.
And so we're worldwide at the moment on the internet, and we may be actually even on air at the moment. But because of the different signal difficulties over the past number of months, we weren't on air for quite a while. But we're back again, and we'll do our very best.
We're working on it anyway.
What about by September? Do you feel everything will be in order, Sean?
Oh, there'll be dust everywhere. All the bad weather will be gone. I think the boys have something to tell us about the weather later on.
Right. Oh, yes.
Well, I think the return of the programme Sean is alluding to. Is it Sean? I have two Seans. To Sean Radley.
Exactly. Well, waiting in the wings at the moment are Brendan and Jory, and they are going to tell us about the weather and about major condition situations in the past number of weeks in Millstreet. So, at this particular point, we'll have wonderful things to share during the programme, including a very, very special night yes indeed, out in Kiscame for the Maurice O'Keeffe Traditional Musical Weekend there, of course, over the Easter. Much more about that later. But Sean, other news that you may have at the moment?
Other news, I believe that there's a bit of a change about Katie coming to Millstreet.
Yes, at the moment that's been deferred, I believe.
She had some sort of an injury or something.
So that situation...
So no boxing. And the other day...
Well, there could be boxing here in the studio, either, but...
But it won't be world class, though. It won't be world class. You could get a good bout and it wouldn't be world class, Sean.
Oh, sure.
But the other day, I heard that it was coming on the 3rd of May, but since then, I think it has appeared here and there. Rumours have it that Katie Taylor is not coming.
Yes, but very exciting things happening in Green Glens, though. There'll be the International Sheep Shearing major event happening there, Sean. You know something about this, Sean?
Oh, the sheep, they're white things with wool on them.
Absolutely.
We'll have more about that next week.
It is more than sheep shearing. It is something to do with the wool quality or something like that. I see something else on it. They said it is a big thing anyway. And even though I think that it is an All-Ireland event, that there will be people coming from all over the world to see it. It will be international in a lot of ways. So it is a big undertaking. And it is the Oban GA Club, St. John's that's bringing it. St. John's Club in Oban.
And later in the year, Cork 20.
Oh, before that, you'll have Niamh Kavanagh.
Oh, Niamh. Well, you know, thank you for reminding us, Sean. Absolutely. This indeed, of course, here we have the Eurovision Tea Party, the 20th anniversary celebrations, and that's going to happen on Saturday, the 18th of May 2013. And of course, it'll
be a gala tea party down in the Green Glens.
But remember, Eilidh, the exact date was the 15th.
It was the 15th.
Of May. But this is happening on the Saturday night. It will be a huge event, and in fact there'll be lots and lots of memories evoked on the night, because we're going to have lots and lots of images that will be showing during the tea party.
Into the archives
and some video and everything. So, and of course, very especially Niamh herself, Niamh Kavanagh, on the night itself.
And Niamh is absolutely thrilled to be invited back for this, because she's the only Eurovision winner who was ever invited back to where they won the Eurovision Song Contest. So she's standing out among the rest there. So we're delighted for her.
And of course, later there's other things on in Green Glens, so we'll have more about that later. But at the end of the year, there's the Cork 20.
The Cork 20. Now, there was a major launch of the Cork 20 above at the square there recently, and the famous Billy Coleman was present for the launch itself. That'll be a huge event, and that's going to happen well into the autumn.
That's in October, and of course, as we are always on the ball here in LTV2, Bernie, our rally man, has a small bit of rallying later on the programme.
Tremendous altogether. And
other events returning, of course, again this year will be the Dairy Show and the Self-Build. Those two things are still coming, yeah.
And we've just discovered, because it's always good to keep in touch with the Mill Street website, millstreet.ie, because on this very day we discovered that, yes, above in Mill Street Country Park, there's going to be, it's most likely, our good friends, the Brennan brothers, are going to be filming during the summer period there for At Your Service. So that should be an exciting scenario there. So more about that when we'll hear more.
That's kind of most of our news around for now. Eiley, have you news for us here this week?
Well, what I have, I will give.
Oh.
Dear Spirit of Garda, and welcome back to LTV2 News. Here are the results of this week's Parish Lotto draw, which was held on the Manpasso Bar on Sunday night. Numbers drawn were 6, 11, 21 and 24, and the jackpot was not won. €100 went to Imra Mahoney in Chile. The seller was her dad Jerry, and he got €50 seller's prize. €50 went to Breda and Catherine care of Torrance Bar. 20 each went to Brendan Dennehy care of Grace's Salon. Virginia Brosnan Radwan, Aoife Callahan Mallow, Tom O'Sullivan and David O'Leary, Maureen Collins of Dreamina, Eugene Barrett Rathcool, Jay Hickey Kilcorney, and Hugh and Pauline are care of Torrance Bar. Jackpot for next week is €8,800, and the draw will be at McCarthy's Bar on Sunday night. This week we mourn the passing of the saintly Monsignor Manning, Monsignor Michael Manning, who was our parish priest here for over 17 years, until he retired about 2 years ago. And may his gentle soul rest in peace. We are still being pounded by the unseasonable weather, but somehow or other we are keeping the world rolling on. We have a full programme of events to keep us from thinking too much about it. On Thursday night, April the 18th, the pupils and teachers of the community school will host a gala fashion show. It starts in the sports hall in the school at 8 o'clock, and the proceeds always go to good causes. So please do give it your best support. Still with the community school, the European prize-winning group of Living Scenes have been invited to speak at an Easter gathering which will be held in Charleville. And their yardstick, of course, as always, is breaking down the barriers that exist between the old and the young in communities everywhere. This weekend we are praying for fine weather for the two-day walking festival on the 20th and the 21st of April. It is centred at the Wallace Arms Hotel on Saturday and Sunday. There is a wide range of walks to choose from, and all walks will be led by experienced guides. All walkers, please return to the Wallace Arms Hotel for de-reg and for some welcome refreshments after the walks. The contact number there is 086 380 9424. The third annual Monster Mac Triathlon will be centred at the Mill Street Country Park on Saturday, April the 27th, with 3 testing routes to choose from. 20 kilometres, 34 kilometres and 64 kilometres. It'll start at 10 a.m. and there are already 300 names on the list of competitors. The Mill Street Development Group will provide the marshals for the event and earn themselves €800 for their fund. At the same time. Another note here from the country park to say that the popular Brennan brothers of At Your Service fame will be attending the country park during the months ahead, and to advise and to help on new ways to attract new customers. Their findings will be aired on national television in 2014 Lacona Day. Please keep our roads and town litter free, and always and also our graveyards. In spite of the many notices put up by the county council, people still throw litter in the margins of the resting place of our loved ones. The town park committee also say that all dog owners, please keep their dogs on leash while in the park. In honour of the gathering, we are building a whole weekend of entertainment around May the 18th. When we celebrate the 20th anniversary of hosting the Eurovision Song Contest here in Mill Street in 1993. A Euro-like karaoke competition will be held at the Wallace Arms Hotel on Thursday the 17th of May. And the organisers are asking all those who would like to take part to sign up without delay. The contact number for signing is 086 453 5703. Following that, on the Friday, May the 18th, we will have a gala Eurovision tea party at the Green Glens, and Niamh Kavanagh herself will come and join us where she made headlines 20 years ago. Tickets for this event are on sale over a wide area at €20 each, and they can be had from any member of the Community Council. So get yours right away, because we think that they will go fast. Our new East Centre in the town is leaving no stone unturned to help those who want to improve their way of living. And there's a note here to say that the DVDs of the Rathmore Panto Aladdin are on sale in Rathmore at €12 each, and the contact number there is 087 667 6817. Bingo and band here every Tuesday night with over €8,000 up for grabs this week. The Gramophone Circle meeting will be held on this Friday night, the 19th, at the Canton O'Donovan Centre, starting at 8:15. The presenter this time is Mark McGadden from Bandon. August Shinawilla. Now we go back to the rest of the programme.
Well, good evening, viewers, and welcome back. We're Brendan, how are you?
Welcome back, Julie. I thought you were lost.
No, well...
I thought you were going away in the floods of the bad weather.
No, the digital TV caught up with me.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I could go away in the floods too.
The cold...
It's been a very cold spring, hasn't it?
Oh, that's what I was getting. Could you imagine the walk next Sunday?
The next weekend?
Next weekend, yeah, is the walking festival in Millstreet.
Well, sure, Clara will be very wet, will it, walking up there?
They don't mind, they don't mind that.
But I don't know, I'd rather be walking in...
They don't take it on to that. Sean Redden myself to that last year.
Yeah, but...
you know what I mean? Like,
what's it?
Well, if you want to talk about wet and cold, you should have come to Rathmore with Sean Redden myself for the Patrick's Day Parade in Rathmore. I have never witnessed the cold and the rain like there was there.
Yes, sure, that was it. Was that day and the day of the Millstreet Vintage Festival, the Easter Sunday, were two really cold Sundays.
And Patrick's Day in Millstreet was not that hot either.
No, you wouldn't go around
I
with your
can tell
shirt.
you
No.
that we'd have to get enough of bed,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't like to be the farmer trying to feed the cattle or this or that, because...
No, it is rough weather in cattle.
Oh, it is bad weather, there's no doubt about it.
It is the worst since, I think it's the worst since 86, I think.
86?
Yeah, 86.
Was it as bad as that in 86?
Yeah, it burned the first bushes in 86.
But we hadn't as much rain then.
No, there was 85 was quite a good year, so the shortage wasn't there.
Oh, yes, that's the thing. It's the further shortage now and everything to catch up with the people.
But in 1986 you could drive around any field with a car and you wouldn't sink. The ground was frozen for the entire month of March and early April. So.
Before my time, John.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Before my time.
But I was going to school then. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and else?
No, but
you're not going boxing, anyway? Boxing often?
No, but but we'll have car rallying though at the end of the year.
Yeah, well, they say so. We have a bit of that done already. Sean and myself, we met in some of them cars in town there about 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do a bit of that.
What way, Sean, did he drive one at all?
Well, he wasn't driving when I was there, and maybe after.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like? So
yeah, I'd like to see him doing
the vintage a bit of a washout too.
Oh, it was, yeah, it was very
the weather,
disappointing.
you see, plays part in it.
But there's the draw for the vintage didn't take place yet, and there's tickets available still in the shop. So they're it's for a good cause. And
great cause, yeah.
It's a few of a fiver to spend, and you see one of them inside, and you're in some shop.
I'll do that.
Invest in it.
I'll do that. So that's our piece of this picture, I suppose. We're on our way to the next big event.
So we'll see you soon.
And the quality of the entertainment that you see in Bantier Glen.
And of course we love Joseph Lockhart, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Joseph Locke. Oh, absolutely. Well, that was a great show altogether. We had a few images that you would have seen on the internet itself.
No, I was you hold that for me, Sean, please. I was talking there now about the gathering this year and all the different events that they have for it. Now, this is a very important piece of paper as far as the gathering is concerned. It's nice nice and small. You can take it in your pocket, you can keep it anywhere. But it's full of all the details that are on this year in honour of the gathering. It's very important that you find out in time what's on, and then you can get on to your people abroad and they can fix their holidays to come when something, you know, of interest to them will be on. So this is it now, the gathering pamphlet. Another thing we have here as well, of course, is you know, this year's calendar, the lovely calendar that we brought out this year by the development group. You all know this one. But again, that is a wonderful, you know, everything's on it, isn't it, Sean?
And there's the image. If you turn the page there now, that's the image that we took on that particular day. And I remember all the actual walkers had arrived up at the top of Balloch, and we followed them down the hill, ran down in front of them while they were crossing over the ditch to get into that particular scene there, and they all waved to us. But then we never realised that we'd walk all the way up the hill back to the top of Balloch again.
Oh dear.
But it was worth it all.
And of course, there's more of this we'll have again this weekend.
Absolutely.
I don't think Clara Mountain is going to be as green this year.
No, I don't think so.
And of course, Sally, you made very special reference there to Monsignor Manning. And the family, the Manning family, were hugely appreciative of all the many Millstreet people that went back to Tralee and indeed to Ballyferriter for the funeral of Monsignor Manning. And of course, one of his nephews is, of course, the famous Tommaso Manin that you would see on RT television, and TJ Cahir, the reporter there, the absolutely excellent reporter there.
And of course, Monsignor, the late Monsignor Manning, he had a wonderful graph for the Irish language.
Yes.
Oh, he loved it.
And also a very famous saint, Saint Faustina. You remember? And the Divine Mercy.
Oh dear, Divine Mercy. You think him every time the Divine Mercy comes round.
Yes.
And I suppose as we're at it, we better say hello to the Macroom viewers. We're back.
Absolutely, Sean.
Hello.
Absolutely. All our LTV1, indeed, our wonderful viewers there. And I know, Sean, that any time yourself and Eiley, you'd be in Macroom, you're always asked about the transmission.
And as we're doing a bit of it.
It is lovely when people do come up to us, and nice to think they haven't just forgotten.
Yes, indeed, and greetings to everyone that.
And as we're doing a bit of a test here in the Millstreet area with our signal at the moment, we'd love to know where the signal is actually travelling. So if you might get on to us and just let us know where you're getting the signal, and we're trying to improve it.
We should be fully ready then by September.
Oh, we'll be back full whack, yeah. So
now, from September, we just go back to Easter now, because of course, Sean, is there something else you want to share before?
You're okay.
Right?
Going on to your
yes, indeed. Now, we had an amazing event every Easter. And this is the 12th year of the very famous festival in honour of Maurice O'Keeffe. Now, Maurice O'Keeffe is now 93, and my goodness, what an amazing man altogether. And this year was very special because they produced and launched a very special video at the concert the night of 31st of March 2013 in Kiskane Community Centre, when they had the most fabulous and most amazing concert of all. And Maurice spoke on the night. Now, we were there on the night, and we have an edited version created here for you of about 20 minutes, giving you an idea of all the people that were there that night. And another person that you'd all be aware of on the night was Nora Reedy. Now, Nora gave us a great poem on the night, and one of her many amazing poems itself. Incidentally, it was Leo and Noreen, Leo Fitzgerald and Noreen, that produced this most amazing video. And it's not just a video, it's also a DVD. So the full package is €15 and well worth it. You get the DVD and the CD of Maurice's wonderful music. And an absolute treasure. There's one particular scene in it, the time he met Frank Hall of Hall's Pictorial Weekly, and that's all illustrated, and they talk a great lot about it. Jack Roach is also featured in it. Many others comment on the great music and life story of Morris. So Morris was there in great style and looks forward to appearing every year, particularly at that concert itself. So at this particular point, Sean, unless you want to share further items, we're going to share our 20 minutes of...
We'll go to Morris O'Keefe. Are you happy, Eileen, anything else to
Quite
say
happy.
for this week?
Just to remind you, the Walking Festival again and the Eurovision party on the...
Indeed. And to remind you also that not to forget to tune in to millstreet.ie and also kisgamearea.ie.
Oh.
Kisgame Area has its very own, and that's the name of the website. They have their very own website, superbly well done by young people that actually developed this website. Amazing altogether. But so tune into that also. But at this particular point, and of course, Sean, lots of things happening in Corriganima.
We're quite now at the moment, but there's a few things in the pipeline, all right.
Great, right, sure.
Natural, wonderful St. Patrick Day parade and other events there, and the assembly of the tractor and all these unusual things for a small village, which is terrific.
I have another stunt up my sleeve, but there'll be more about that in a couple of weeks.
Yes. So there it is then, until we'll be back again at a future point.
Next week.
Next week. Oh my goodness. Sean is having us on a regular basis here on LTV2. So with William on camera, yes, the one and only William Fitzgerald, the boss of Cork Music Station, which is going extremely well. Right. Sean, you tune in very often.
I would, yeah. A little bit, all right, yeah. Sure, Willie is into country music big time.
Big time.
Yeah, big time.
And
of course, we went to see Big Tom last Friday night in Mellow. Yep.
You're all personal friends of Big Tom McBride.
Oh yeah, and yourself.
Oh yes,
you were on chattering there.
That's just one of the lads, which you know.
So anyway, we'll have lots more, and there's an awful lot we've recorded, Eiley, believe it or not, over the past number of months. But we've yet an awful lot of that to share. But in time now, when we'll be
back in full swing in September, right? I suppose it's the start of October normally, but yeah, hopefully things will be perfect.
There you go, the great optimist here, and with God's help, and of course,
time for Morris O'Keefe.
It is indeed ready for the Morris O'Keefe Traditional Music Festival there, and a very special word of thanks to Michael Fleming for alerting us to this most amazing concert every year and for bringing us there on the night. Okay. Absolutely. So now, let's enjoy, and great music. Enjoy this.
But this young man up here behind here, Conor Daly.
Well done, well done.
Conor's been coming here for a good many years, and he's been fighting hard to get this cup. And he said last year, he said, I'll try again next year. So he's here this year, and he won it. And we're going to ask Maurice to say for what and present this trophy to Conor Daly from Rock Chapel. So now,
That's great. That's grand, Joe. That's great.
Fine, we go to side. He wants to be against the...
That's great.
I'll hold the
That's great.
By Dr. Levitt's fault. Well, first of all, I must congratulate Conor winning this cup this year. The standard is so high now, and to the great thing, traditional Irish music is fostering onto this cup. How long there is continue. And you will be back again next year, I hope, to defend your title.
Conor, just to look here. That's great, no? Lovely. Perfect. Right, Michael, please stand in. Right.
in fairness, it was a lot of people don't realise all these young musicians become good musicians because their parents that drive them all over the country and take them to classes and wait for them and bring them and encourage them. So I think the parents of all the musicians up here tonight and all the musicians that we see, so they're responsible for the students being so good. So give the parents a big round of applause.
Well done. Wonderful.
And like Mara said, the standards became higher, and that's a good thing because it makes the music better and it makes, I suppose, people appreciate it more and keep it alive. Now, like Mara, well done, Conor, so we're going to take away a cup. And Conor's going to fill, Conor's family is going to fill the cup. You know, and he's going to fill it in the Rock Chapel tomorrow night. So.
I wish to thank the people who came from everywhere, because this festival couldn't continue without you people supporting it. I wish to thank each and every one of you for Anna, Burgess, God, Inga, and so. I wish to thank the committee, because these people have their own homes to look after, that they work on all. This is time consuming. People don't understand that. And I wish to thank each and every one of them for paying the respect they have for me in what they're doing. And I thank each and every one of them. I wish them a big good boss. I wish to thank the sponsors as well. It takes money to run these things. They're always there behind me. And I hope and pray that the good Lord will spare us all for another year. Small.
So I will hold on here for 1 second because Leo and Noreen, along with putting that video and the DVD together, they have a little presentation from us.
Maurice, on behalf of Leo and myself, we'd like to give you a token, an inlay framed just for you. And we'd like to thank you for your contribution to the Sliabh Luachra music.
Thank you. I never thought I was so good looking.
And like Michael Fleming said on the film, he's now the king of Kiss Game and he has to be referred to as Sir Maurice from now on. And Maurice, like Eamon Andrew would say, this is your life.
Leo. And Noreen, if you put your hand on it also. If you, right. And Leo, oh, that's perfect now. That's absolutely wonderful. Right, Maurice?
I invite Pope Francis.
Lovely. And the
You always receive some stories. She always have a good story.
yeah.
So I think first and foremost we call Joe O'Connor from the committee here to do the presentation. We have a little token. It's coming on. Joe and Sheila. Joe has it on his hand. So Joe will come over here and do the honours. Nora, I'm delighted. First of all, I must give this young lady a kiss in here. Nora's been entertaining the people who do Hollow, I don't know how many years, with her great stories. She does Dan Conrad, and it is well documented in Knocknagry about the people that live as long. The old age people in Duhallow, music and dancing and storytelling and everything like that. It helps to keep people young. And Nora and Morris are perfect examples of that. So there's a great hope for everyone in Duhallow to live to be a great ripe age and have a great prosperous life and great enjoyment. And it is a pleasure for me to present this to Nora because my wife worked with Nora in Newmarket a long time ago. How long has that been going, Nora? And she has a very talented family. Her son John has Lord to mercy him. I had the pleasure of working with John one time in Paco, and we was travelling together, John and Joan and myself, we was travelling down in a green Volkswagen, down to Kentucky every morning. They would pick me up in Newmarket. I came from Kerry and I didn't know where I was going. They would pick me up in Newmarket and carry me on to Kentucky and show me the way down. So, no, it is, and she has grandchildren that plays music and they're very talented. She's from a very talented family, and what I should do now is send them all on in Nora tell a story, I think. And on behalf of the
right.
And the Mike has made to read this here, and it is lovely from Kate Slate back in Ballydesmond. It's to Nora in anticipation of the joy and laughter you brought to everybody near and far. And it is from the Malasaki Festival.
Right. And Michael, if you're on one side too. Mighty. Lovely. Beautiful. Smashing. Right, you know, lovely. Final one.
Just to tell you about the hat that Nora had. We had a night down not so long ago back in our class. And Nora went to a Cayley in Fyle. And the Cayley finished at 1 o'clock. And she came on to our class at about 2 o'clock and she got about 3 or 4 stores and she ran down the house.
And I didn't know where I was going. Now I suppose I was thankful the kind people, his game all round. Morris, sure I was reared in Downrear. With Morris Keith and his Lord to mercy and his mother, she used to read the cups. And we'd be all coming with our cups in our bag to she read the cups. But I want to thank you, you're very kind. I never expected anything like this in my life. So God bless you, you're very kind. That's all. Well, I'm not in the best of form. I've been sick all the year. But anyway, I could never compete with Morris. So I'll give you a story anyway. Maybe you heard it. Your man, you did. The Gilderoy is the name. You all think I'm a courtship, and you know what? You wouldn't be too far wrong. For I was reared in spuds and tea, and the tea was nice and strong. I had porridge for the breakfast, soda bread for supper, and all the spuds that you could eat with great big lumps of butter. Now the young lads, they all turned out right grand. And they take me out to places that I just don't understand. They land around on a Sunday and lift for me and the wife. And we take off to these eating houses, the likes I've never seen in my life. First we went to this Italian place, all done up in gold and red. Great big names in letters. They were mostly A and Z's. The waiters hovered over me, muttering pizza this and pizza that. I pointed to the menu and I said, "Hi, I have a piece of that."
He's no stranger. I think normally when you say him, I said, "Yeah, for the photo."
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't worry. I don't
Okay, we're going to finish off with 2 slides. Thanks very much again for having us. See you again. It's really wonderful.
Chegou-se a botar um de gás.